In this video, I'm going to show you how you can create your very own e-commerce website step by step. I will specifically show you how to create your e-commerce website using WordPress. WordPress is a free software that we are going to use in order to create our website and also customize it just the way we want. And don't worry if you are new to WordPress, because I'm going to hold your hand every step of the way. By the end of this tutorial, you will have a fully customizable website to start generating sales with. And to create this website, we are going to use only free resources. The only thing you need to pay for is a domain name and a web hosting, which is a standard for every website. Before we dive right into the tutorial, let me show you what we will get by the end of this tutorial. So if users land on the homepage of my website, first of all, they have access to the logo and the menus of my website. Going down, we have the hero section where I display some important message about my business or about my shop. We have another section that shows that our items are high quality and we give fast delivery. We also have the best warranty ever. Going down, we have some product categories. As you can see, if users click on any of these links, it will take them to the particular category we have on the shop. Going back, scrolling down, we have featured products where we are displaying some reasonable number of products. Users can also use this call to action to go to all the products page. Going down, we have a value proposition section where we can use to display our coupon codes. We also have blog posts. You can use blog posts to drive traffic onto your online store. Going down, we have a subscription section. And finally, we have trending now section where we display some number of products. And lastly, we have the footer. If I go to the products page, you see all our products beautifully displayed. Perfect. In this video, I will show you how you can create a simple product. That is a product that users can buy just the way it is. I'll also show you how you can add a variable product so that users will be able to select their variations based on size as well as colors. And that is the website we'll be creating at the end of this tutorial. So if you like what you have seen and want to create your very own e-commerce website, buckle up and let's get started with the step-by-step tutorial. Hello guys, this is Sadiq here at Dikupages Web, where I show you how to create your own website using WordPress. So if you are new here, consider subscribing. Without wasting further time, let's jump right in. So to create our e-commerce website, the first thing we need to do is register a domain name and a web hosting. Now, what is a domain name? A domain name is simply the address of your website. For example, dikupages.com or dikupagesweb.com or google.com or facebook.com. You get the idea. Now, what is a web hosting? A web hosting is simply a server where all the resources of your website will be stored so that users of your website can have access to them wherever they are throughout the world. Now, don't worry about where you will get a domain name and a web hosting, because I'm going to take you to one of the best and the cheapest service providers out there. So to get your very own custom domain name and web hosting, click on the very first link in the description down below. Or go over to your browser and enter dikupages.com/hostinger. Hit enter. And this will bring us to hostinger.com. From here, you can get up to 75% discount on your web hosting. Apart from this 75% discount, I'll be giving you another coupon code that you can use in order to save 10%. Going down, from here, you can choose any of these packages you want. They have the premium, business, and cloud startup. Going down, with the premium, you'll be able to create 100 websites. With the premium and the business, you'll be able to create 100 websites. And then the starter class, you'll be able to create 300 websites. The major difference between the premium and then the business is that you get 100 gigabytes of SSD storage for the premium and then 200 gigabytes NVMe storage. NVMe is faster than the SSD storage. For the premium, backups is done weekly, and then the business, it is done on daily basis. So choosing any of these packages will depend upon what you want. For this demonstration, I'm just going to go ahead and choose the premium package. From here, you'll be able to choose the number of months you want. As you can see, for 1 month, you will be paying $11.99. The rest of the payment plans, you'll be paying $2.99 per month. So why is the rate the same for the rest of the payment plans? Now, if you take 12 months, You will pay $9.09 per month when you are going to renew your plan. And then with 24 months, you'll be paying $8.99 per month during renewal. And then with the 48 months, you'll be paying $7.99. So what this means is that the lesser the amount you pay during renewal will depend upon the maximum number of months you'll be selecting. And take note, each of them will come with a free domain for the first year, as you can see. For this demonstration, I'm going to go ahead and stick to the 48 months. Going down, from here you can go ahead and create your account if you are new to Hostinger. Going down, next you'll be required to choose your payment gateway. And take note, this is the amount I'll be paying for the 48 months. That is $143.52 for the 2 years. That is 48 months. Next, I go ahead and enter in my names, my phone number, country of residence, and then the rest of the fields. Going down, as you can see, this happens to be the total I was going to pay. And because of the 75% discount Hostinger is giving, we are now going to be paying this amount. And remember, I said I'll be giving you additional coupon code, which you can use to further save 10% on your hosting. So if I go ahead and click on have a coupon code, then in here you enter Swadiku. Just like this, then click on apply. Coupon code is applied, and now I'll be paying $129.17. Isn't this cool? So this amount you'll be paying is for 2 years. From there, I go ahead and enter in my card details. After entering all the details and clicking on submit secure payment, I'll be redirected to my Hostinger control panel. As you can see, I'm using the business web hosting package, and I've already hosted 12 websites right here. So to get started with your own website, click on websites right here. And from here, you go ahead and click on add website. Then choose WordPress because that is what we'll be using for our website. Next on this page is where you enter your login details for your WordPress website. In here, you choose the email address you want to use, and automatically the email address you use to register on Hostinger will be placed here for you. Next, I go ahead and enter in my password. Then I click on next. Now, what type of website do you want to build? Are you going to create an online store, blog, portfolio, business and services website, affiliate marketing site, or other? Take note, this is just a survey. For this demonstration, I'll just go ahead and click on create blank site. Remember, we have a free domain to register. So this is where you enter your domain name. So I'll just say Dikupages.com. If the domain is available for you to register, you'll see it as part of the list right here, and it will indicate free. Upon selecting it, you just go ahead and click on next to move to the next step. For this, I'll click on use temporary domain. And now WordPress is installing on my website. Now it is finished installing. I'm redirected to WordPress admin. From here, I'll go ahead and click on admin panel, which will open in a new tab, and I'll be redirected to the back end of my WordPress website. Next, I can exit out of here. The next thing I do is do some basic cleaning up. To do that, I go over to plugins, and I'm going to go ahead and uninstall all these plugins except Lightspeed Cache. So I'll just select all, then I untake Lightspeed Cache. I go to bulk actions, choose deactivate, click on apply. All the plugins are being deactivated. I select them again except Lightspeed Cache, then I go over to bulk actions, click on delete, apply. Okay. And they are gone because we don't need those plugins. The next thing I want to do is choose a name for my website. Now if I hover right here and click on visit site, I right click open link in a new tab, you see the name of my website right here, which I don't need. So if I come back right here, I go over to settings, click on general, and this way I can choose a name for my website. So I call it t-shirts. The tagline, I enter this. Going down, since my website is going to be an e-commerce website and the membership, I make sure anyone can register is selected. Scrolling down, I click on save changes. Now you see that the name of my website is changed. If I go over to the front end and refresh, you see the new name of my website. Awesome. So that is the basic settings we are going to do for now. The next thing I do is choose a theme for my website. Take note, a theme is basically the design and layout of your WordPress website, just as we have right here. But this theme is looking plain and boring. So let's see how we choose a theme for our website. To do that, I go to the back end, then I go ahead and click on Appearance. Right here, we have these themes available upon installing WordPress. We are not going to use any of them. To add a new theme, I go ahead and click on Add New Theme. From here, we have a bunch of themes to choose from. As you can see, we have over 6,000 themes in the WordPress repository. For this demonstration, we are going to use a particular theme called Bloxy. So I go ahead and enter in Bloxy, and right here we have the Bloxy theme. Upon hover, I click on Install. The theme is installed. I go ahead and click on Activate. Now the theme is installed successfully. If I go over to the front end and refresh, you will now see a new look and feel on my website. However, this is still boring, so let's go ahead and add some more flesh to our website. To do that, I go back. As you can see, upon installing the Bloxy theme, we have this notification where we are being recommended to install a plugin called Bloxy Companion. With this Bloxy Companion, you'll be able to add additional functionality to the Bloxy theme. So I click on Install Bloxy Companion right here. If you cannot find it here, you can equally go over to Plugins, click on Add New, then you go ahead and search for Bloxy. And we have it right here, Bloxy Companion. Just go ahead and click on Install Now and Activate. Since I have it here, I'll just go ahead and click on Install Bloxy Companion. And now it is being installed and activated. Upon installing and activating the Bloxy Companion, it will bring us to the Bloxy dashboard. From here, I go ahead and click on Starter Size. Starter sites are pre-made websites that you can import onto your website and customize it just the way we want. Up here, we can filter depending upon the kind of website we want to create. Since we are creating an e-commerce website, I choose e-commerce. They also have Pro starter templates, as you can see right here, where we have Pro hanging on top. So I'm going to go ahead and choose free as my plan. And these are the various free e-commerce templates they have. For this demonstration, I'm going to go ahead and use Homey. So what I do is just click on Import. I'm not going to install a child theme. By installing a child theme, you can add additional code to the Bloxy theme without having to mess. We are not going to be writing any code. So I'll just go ahead and click on Next. From here, you'll be presented with 3 page builders. We have Gutenberg, Breezy, and Elementor. We are going to be using Elementor, since Elementor by far is the most popular page builder when using WordPress. I click on Next. From here, we'll be required to install all these plugins. We have WP Forms Contact Form. With this plugin, we can use it to create contact forms so that users of our website can contact us through our website. We have the Elementor page builder right here that we are going to use in order to design the pages of our website. And then WooCommerce is the plugin that we are going to use in order to convert our website into an online store. So make sure they are all selected, then click on Next. I'm going to go ahead and install options, widgets, and content. I click on Install. And now the template is being installed. You patiently have to wait for it to finish installing. Alright, starter site imported successfully. You can begin to customize your website or view your site. I'll just go over to the front end here and refresh. And this is what we'll get upon installing the starter site. Isn't this cool? This is looking clean and professional. So all what we need to do is replace all what we are seeing here with our own content. Now that we are done importing a starter site, the next thing we want to do is customize our website. By customizing our website, we'll be able to choose colors for our website, change our logo right here, and also add some fave icon. That is the shortcut icon you usually see on top of your browsers right here when you visit different websites. So to customize our website, I click on Customize. The first thing I'm going to show you is how you can choose colors for your website. Now, if I come over to colors right here, at the moment, this is the color palette we are using. If I go over to the 3 dots, that is advanced, we have color palettes. I click on it, and these are various color sets we can use on our website. At the moment, we are using color palette 4. If I choose palette 1, you see that the colors on my website have changed. As you can see, some of the buttons. If I go back, color palettes. Maybe I choose palette 3. This is how the colors will change. For this demonstration, I'll just maintain the color palette 4. The next thing I'm going to do is choose a logo for my website. So what I do is just hover on it. Upon hover, I have these 3 dots right here. I just click on it and it will take me to the logo settings. So these are the logos the starter template comes with. In the main logo, we have the black logo. Transparent state logo is set to white, and then sticky state is set to the black logo. So what I do is just hover right here. Then I click on the pencil icon to change my logo, or I can easily click on close, take it off. Then I go ahead and click on select logo. If I have my logo in the media library, I'll easily come right here and select it. Here is the case, I don't have it here. I'll just come over to upload files, select files. Right here are all the media files I want to be using on my website. I'll be giving you all these images for free, so you can go ahead and use it if you want to follow along. You will find a link that will take you to a page where you can download all these images. So I have my black logo here. I select it, then I click on open. It is uploaded. I click on select. So you won't see any change here unless we select the transparent logo. So I click on the pencil icon. I go to upload files, select files. I have my transparent logo right here. I select it, then I click on open. It is uploaded. I click on select, and you see my new logo right here. If I scroll at the sticky state, I'm still seeing the default logo or the original logo. So this way I can change that. So I just hover, click on the pencil icon, then I choose my dark logo, and we have it right here. If you look at the logo closely, you see that it's very small. So what I do is scroll down right here. Then logo height is set to 30. I'll go ahead and make it 50. Let's see what we'll get. I think 50 is cool. Perfect. Upon choosing my logo, I go back, and I'm going to go ahead and click on footer. And this will open up the footer customizer right here. Scrolling down to the footer, what I'm going to work on is the copyright text. So I click on copyright right here. For this, I don't need the actual text copyright, so I'll just take it off since we have the sign for copyright. This tag we are seeing right here stands for the year, and that is what we see here. So it's giving us the current year. What I do is I'll just take everything from WordPress to theme author. I'll take it off. Then I go ahead and enter the name of my website. So I'll just call it t-shirts. Space. Maybe I can provide pipe character. Space. Then I say by Dikupages.com. I can link this to my website by highlighting it, click on insert link icon, then I enter the actual link to my website. If I want users to open it in a new tab, I'll click on the options icon. I choose open link in a new tab. Then I click on update. And now I'm done with my copyright text. Finally, let's see how we add a shortcut icon right here. So I click on back, scrolling down, I click on site identity. From here, I click on select site icon. I go to upload files, select files. I have my site icon right here. I select it, then I click on open. It is uploaded. I click on select, and you see it right here. Awesome. All is set for now about customizing my website. So I just go ahead and click on publish. Then I click on exit. Now you see my shortcut icon, my new logo. Going down, we have our new copyright text right here. Now that we are done doing some basic customizations, the next thing we want to do is start editing our website. Remember, our website is being created with Elementor. So the particular page you want to edit or customize, make sure you are on that page like I'm on my home page. From here, I click on edit with Elementor. If you see this notification here, your site doesn't have a default kit. Just go ahead and click on recreate kit, and it will open in a new tab. From here, we click on recreate kit. Upon seeing this check mark, just go ahead and click on save changes. Now if I exit from here, then I click on go back, I'll go ahead and click on edit with Elementor again. And now it will take me to my Elementor editor. What I do for now is exit from here. Remember I said Elementor is a drag and drop page builder. For instance, if I want to add in a text that is a heading, what I do is just click on it, then I drag it and drop it to any location I want. Then from here, I enter whatever text I want. So I'll just say my new text. If I go over to style, I can choose a color I want to use for my text, like this. I can also go to typography. I can change the size from here. If I want to add another element, I click on this plus icon right here, that is add element. Maybe if I need a button, I'll just drag in the button to the location I want. So I will show you how we can add in elements as and when we need them. If I don't need them, I'll just right click on it, click on delete, right click, click on delete, and they are gone. So now let's begin to customize our page. The first thing I'm going to do is take off the background you see right here. And before I do that, I'll come back to the backend of my website. Then I go over to media. And right here, you see some of the image we already added. And the rest of the images you see here comes with the starter template we have imported. So what I'm going to do here is go ahead and add all the images I'll be using for this demonstration. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and add some of the images I'll be using for this demonstration. So I'll go ahead and select all the images I'll be using. And what I do is I'll just click on one, drag it in here, then I release. And they are being uploaded. All the images are uploaded. Next, I go back to my Elementor editor. And what I do is I'm going to go ahead and edit the background. To do that, I'm going to be clicking on the 6 dots right here. But if I go there, you see that it's going off. So what I can do is just right click somewhere here. That is a plain part. Then I click on edit section. And you will now see that it is selected. Upon selecting any section, you see that we have layout, style, and advanced at the left side panel. If I want to change the background, what I do is click on style. And right here, you see the image we have here. I click on choose image. And this is the image I'm going to replace it with. I select it, then I click on select. And I have my new image right there. Next, I'm going to go ahead and change my text. So I select it, and this is where I change it. So instead of new collection, I'll enter welcome to Ymen's. That's the name of my shop. Next, I want to change this text. I'll just select it, and this is where I change it from. I go ahead and enter in my text, and you will see it right here. Next, I select this. I take this off, then I paste in my content. The button right here, I select it. The text on it, instead of explore now, I'm going to go ahead and change it to shop now. And I will link it to the products page, that is the shop page. So what I do is come over to link, take off the hashtag, then I go ahead and enter shop. I'll be given the best match. I just click on it to insert the link. So if users click on this button now, it will take them to the products page. The next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and add an image right here. So I go over to add elements. I have image element here. I just click on it, drag it, and drop it right here, just below this icon. Meanwhile, I don't need this icon. I'll just right click on it, then I click on delete. To choose my image, I make sure it is selected, and from here, I click on choose image. And this is the image I want to use. I select it, then I click on select, and I have it right here. Isn't this cool? Going down, I can change the text here just as I did for the top here. So if you want to change any of this text, maybe high quality, just select it. Then you change it from here. To change this dummy text, you select it, and this way you change it from. I'll just leave this for now. Going down, we have categories. And these are the images the template comes with. So I'll just switch it to my very own images. So I make sure I click on edit container or column right here. I go over to style, and I have the image here. I just click on choose image. I'll go ahead and select mine from here. Then I click on select. Instead of lambs, I'll just select it. Then I enter t-shirts. Maybe I can enter how much of t-shirts I have on my site from here. For now, I'll just leave it as it is. One thing I can also do is select the text here, that is t-shirt. Then I link it to the product category. I'll be showing you how we add product categories later on. For now, let's just leave it as it is. Next, I select the container for the second category like this. I go to style, then I choose my image. I have it here, I select it, then I click on select. And this one, I change the name and it's going to be dress shirts. Similarly, I do the same thing to the rest of the two images. Alright, I've changed my images. Going down, we have featured products section. If you want to change any of this text, just select it, then you change it from here. With this one, we are not going to be doing anything here. When we begin to add our own products, they will come and replace this product we have right here. Going down, we have view all button. We can link this button to the shop page so that if users click on it, it will take them to the shop page. So I come over to link, take off the hashtag, then I enter shop. I'll be giving the best match. I click on it to insert the link. Next, we have a call to action section. With this, you can use it to display some coupon codes you have on your website. So what I'm going to do is, instead of save up to 70%, I can enter something like that. And it's going to be on new arrival collection. However, if you want to change this text, you can go ahead and do so. Finally, I'll change this text by selecting it from here. And then the button explore now, I'll link it to the shop page. So I enter in shop, I get the best match, click on it to insert the link. Next, I go ahead and change this image. So I just go ahead and click on it. I choose my image, and this is the image I want to use. I select it, then I click on select. Going down, you can use blog posts to drive traffic onto your website. Going down, you can also allow your users to subscribe to your website. For subscription, I will be covering that in a separate video. However, if you want to change the content, like the background, just go ahead and click on edit section right here. Then under style, we have the image here. I select it. Then I'll go ahead and choose this image. Click on select. We have it right here. Meanwhile, our text is not all that visible. So what I do is I scroll down to background overlay. Under background type, I choose classic. And I'm going to go ahead and choose any of my dark colors like this. And now my text is standing out. Going down, we have trending now products. Similarly, if we begin to add products, they'll come and replace these products we have right here. So for now, we don't do anything. What we may want to do is click on this button so that we'll link it to our shop page, just as we did for all the buttons. And everything else is set. I go ahead and click on publish. And we can preview our changes by clicking on this eye icon right here, which will open in a new tab. Isn't this cool? So everything we have changed has reflected. Perfect. Now we are done designing our home page. The next page we have is the products page, and we don't need to do anything from here. When we begin to add in products, they will come and replace all what we have here. We can also change the about page by going there. So I'll just go ahead and click on edit with Elementor. I'll exit from here for now. Going down, what I'm going to do first of all is take the elements or the sections I don't want to be part of my page before I begin to customize it. So this section right here, I don't need it. So I just click on the X icon to take it off. I don't also need this one. I need this section, so I leave it. If you want to include your team members, you can add in their details right here. I'm not going to use it, so I go ahead and take it off. So let's start from top. First of all, I'll change the image right here. So I just hover and I click on this 6 dots, that is edit section. I go over to style. I choose my image from here. And this is the image I'm going to use. Going down, instead of our story, I'll change it to about us. Next, I change this image. I select it. Then I choose my image from here. This is the image I'm going to use. I select it, then I click on select. Next, I change this text by clicking on it. I take it off from here, then I enter my text. Similarly, I do the same thing here. Take it off, then I go ahead and enter in my text. You can link this button to any page you want. It is being set to contacts, so I leave it as it is. In here, I just go ahead and enter contact. I'll be giving the best match. I click on it to insert the contact page link. So if users click on this, it will take them to the contact page. Going down, I'm going to go ahead and change this image. I'll choose this, then I click on insert or select. You can change all this Maybe I want to link this to the shop page, just as we did for the home page. Going down, if you have some testimonials, you can go ahead and enter them right here. You can also change the image of the person giving the testimony from here and change their names from here. If you have some brands you have worked with, you can enter in their logos right here. But if you don't need any of these sections, you can easily go ahead and take them off by clicking on the X icon. Cool. Now all is set for the about page. I click on publish. Let's check it out by clicking on view changes. Perfect. And now we are done designing our home page. The last page we are going to design is the contact page, because the blog page, we don't need to really design it. If we go there, you see that we already have our blog post. So if anytime you add a new blog post, it will be added right here. I click on contact. I go ahead and click on edit with Elementor. Going down, this is where you can change your address to your physical location. So I'll just type it pretty quick here. Next, I choose my email address and I'll change it from here. Finally, phone numbers. Going down, we also have some trending products. What I can do is link this button to the shop page. Perfect. Finally, I'll just go ahead and switch this image. And now we are done customizing our contact page. This form right here is being created by default for us, so we don't need to do anything here. I click on publish. Let's take a look by clicking on preview changes. I can exit from here and here for now. Perfect. And now we are done designing our website. The next thing we want to do is set up WooCommerce. To do that, I go to the back end of my website, then I hover on WooCommerce, click on settings. But before that, let's come over to pages. I'll just right click on it, open link in a new tab. As you can see, some of the pages are being repeated. For instance, the cart page, we have it in 2, checkout is also 2, and then my account is also 2. Sometimes the shop page you see it to be 2. In my case, I only have 1. So what I'm going to do is just hover on the first one right here. Then I point on view. If you see your domain name /cat-2, it means that this is a wrong page you don't need, as you can see at the bottom corner of my page. So what I do is I just select it. Now if I go to the next one and point on view, you see that I only have my domain name /cat. Similarly, I point on this one too. If I see 2 attached to any of my links, I'll just select it. Going down, I go to my account. So this is the wrong one, I select it. I don't also need these pages, so I'll just go ahead and select them. I'll be showing you how you can create your terms and conditions and then privacy policy. So I go up, click on bulk actions, move to trash, click on apply. So we have cleaned our pages. Now let me quickly show you how you can create your terms and conditions page and privacy policy page. To do that, I go over to pages, then I click on add new page. I exit from here. We are seeing this because we are coming here for the first time. At the moment, I don't see the WordPress menu at the left side. So what I do is I click on options, then I go ahead and click on full screen mode. Now I see it. So I enter terms and conditions. And this way I enter the content of my terms and conditions. For now, I'll just skip this. I just want to have the page. I can come right here and enter the content later on. So I click on publish and publish. So if I go over to view, just right click on it, open link in a new tab. This is how it will look like. I exit it. I'll add my second page. So I go over to add new page and it's going to be privacy policy. I click on publish, publish. Now if I go over to pages, you see the new pages I've just added right here. With that out of the way, now let's go ahead and set up WooCommerce. We are already there, but if you are not here, just hover on WooCommerce, then you click on settings. First, we have general. Here, you just go ahead and enter in your address. The city is going to be Tamale in my case. Country, I will set it to Ghana. northern to be specific. Going down, you can choose your selling locations. If you want, you can sell to all countries depending upon your store requirements. For this demonstration, I'm going to sell to specific countries. So I select sell to specific countries, and I'll go ahead and choose my country, that is Ghana. And I will be shipping to all the countries I sell, that is Ghana in my case. So if I'm going to be selling to more than one country, I can easily go ahead and enter them right here. Like I have Nigeria, South Africa, and any other countries I want to be selling to. For this demonstration, I'll be selling to only Ghana. Going down, I'm going to go ahead and enable tax rates and calculations. Scrolling down the currency, instead of dollars, I'm going to go ahead and choose Ghana cedis. Awesome. Then I click on save changes. Next, I go over to products, and right here, that is shop page. You make sure that your shop page is selected. This is very important. And the rest of them, I leave them as they are. Then I click on save changes. That is if I made some changes. Next, I click on tax. And here we have two options. You can either choose yes, I will enter prices inclusive of tax, or no, I will enter prices exclusive of tax. If you are going to be using this first one, you don't need to set tax rate separately. But if you are going to be using this, you need to set your tax separately. Down here are the various taxes we have. In my country, in Ghana, we are used to VAT, so I'll enter VAT. Going down, I click on save changes, and here you see that I have VAT rates. Initially it wasn't there, so I just go ahead and click on it, and this way I set my tax rate. I click on insert row, and the code, that is country code, I'll just enter GH, and I have Ghana here. I can leave the rest of the fields. Then I'll just come to the rate. For instance, I want to make it 10%, so I'll be charging 10% of VAT on every single product. Then the tax name will be VAT. It's not going to affect shipping, so I untick this. Then I click on save changes. Next, let's go over to shipping. Then I go ahead and click on add zone. Here I'm going to use two different shipping. The first one is going to be free shipping, and the shipping regions, I'll enter in here. Then I type Ghana. Going down, I have Ghana here, and I'll go ahead and select Northern Ghana. And what this means is that users who are coming from this particular region, that is Northern region, will get free shipping on all their orders. I go ahead and click on save changes. Next, I click on add shipping method. I choose free. Then I click on continue. There's not going to be any requirements. Every single order coming from Northern region will be free. So I click on create and save. Next, I come back to shipping zones, and you see that what I've added is here. I'll add another zone. I'll just call this one shipping. The shipping regions, I'll type in Ghana, and it's going to be all the regions in Ghana. So I'll just select Ghana. I click on save changes. Then I go ahead and add a shipping method, and this one is going to be flat rate. I click on continue. Tax status is going to be none, and then the cost will be 15 Ghana cedis. I click on create and save. Now if I go back to shipping zones, you see that I now have shipping types. Next, let's go over to payments, and this is where we can enable all the payment gateways we want to be using on our website. For this, I'll enable cash on delivery. You can also choose to use an automated payment gateway on your website. I will not be covering that in this video. You can also choose direct bank transfer, so that users will make transfers to your bank account. If I want to set up cash on delivery or direct bank transfer, I can easily click on finish setup on the particular one I want to set up. And from here, I can add in more details I want the shopper to do for me. All is set here. Next, I go over to accounts and privacy. Here, if you want users to be able to make orders on your website without having to create accounts, you make sure this is enabled. You can also enable login during checkout. So if a user is already having an account, they can easily go ahead and log in when they are checking out. You can also allow customers to create accounts during checkout. You can also allow customers to be able to create accounts on the My Account page. I'm going to enable all this. The less stumbling blocks, the better. And what I'm going to do is uncheck this I don't want to send a password setup link to my customers when they are going to check out. All is set. I click on Save Changes. Next, I go over to emails. Going down, I make sure the name of my website is here. For this, I'll make it YMens. And the email is going to come from this. Now, I want to be able to add my header image. So what I do is, I go over to Media, right click on it, open link in a new tab. I'll select one of my logos, that is the dark logo. Then I go ahead and click on Copy URL to clipboard. It is copied. I exit from here. Then I go ahead and paste it right here, so that my order forms will be customized. I'll be showing you where you can see this when we begin to make orders. The base color, I want to make sure that it is set to the colors of my website like this one. So how do I get it? I can easily go to customize. Then I choose colors. I have the colors here. I'll just point on color 2. Then I copy the hex code from here. That is the color code. I exit from here. Then I come back here. And this way I paste in the new color. Perfect. Next, I have footer text. I'm going to go ahead and remove all this. Then I enter enjoy your product. Then I click on Save Changes. The final settings I do is go over to Advanced. And right here, you need to make sure that the cart page is set to cart. Just type it and it will pop up. Click on it to insert it. Checkout page is set to checkout. Click on it. My account is set to my account. Terms and conditions page. I drop down the arrow, then I begin to enter terms. I have it right here. All is set. I click on Save Changes. And now we are done setting up WooCommerce. Maybe we can also set our privacy policy page by going over to settings, click on privacy. From here, I drop down the arrow and I choose privacy policy, click on use this page. And now we are done with the basic setup of WooCommerce. The next thing we want to do is talk about adding products. Before we start adding products, first of all, let's add some categories to our shop. To do that, I go over to products, then I click on categories. At the moment, these are the various categories we have. What I'm going to do is select all. Then I go to bulk actions, click on delete, apply. Unfortunately, we cannot delete and categorize because it's a default category. So let's go ahead and add in our own categories. So right here under add new category, I'll enter t-shirts. Going down, I click on add new category and it is added right here. The next category is going to be hoodies. I can equally press enter to add it up like this. Next, I have polo shirts. Hit enter. And finally, I have dress shirts. Hit enter. And they are added. Perfect. Next, let's go over to all products. And I'm going to go ahead and delete all these products because we don't need them. So I go over to select all. Drop down the arrow under bulk actions. Click on move to trash. Apply. I can go to the trash, then I go ahead and empty the trash. And now we don't have any products here. If I go to the front end and go to the home page, going down, right here you see that we don't have any products. If I go to the products page, our shop is empty. So now let's begin to add our actual products. To do that, I go to the back end, click on add new. And the first product I'm going to add is going to be a simple product. And this way I enter the title of my product. I have Bass Red Men's T-shirt. Next, we have description. From here, you enter every single detail about the product. I have a text I've copied to clipboard. I'll just paste it in here. And what I can also do is copy some portion of it. Going down, I'll enter it under product short description like this. I'll show you the various locations in a moment. Next, we have product data, and this is where you set a price for your product. So the regular price, I'll make it 120 Ghana cedis or whichever currency you are using. If you have a sale price, this is where you can enter it. For instance, if you want to give some discounts and make it maybe 89 Ghana cedis, you go ahead and enter it. You can also schedule this particular price right here. So you can make it start from a particular date and end at a particular date, or better still, you can just leave it like that, and you can always come here to edit the product to take it off or to change it. For this demonstration, I'm not going to set a date. The tax status is going to be taxable, and then the tax class is going to be VAT. Remember, that is what we set. All is set here. Next, we go over to inventory, and this is where we set SKU for our product, that's stock keeping unit. So I'll just enter 001. We also have stock management. I click on track stock quantity. So how many of these shares do I have? I have 85 of them, and you can also allow back orders. If you select do not allow, it means that users will not be able to make back orders. You can select allow but notify customer. With this, users will be able to make back orders when your product is out of stock. However, they will be notified that the product is out of stock. Delivery will be made at a particular time. And finally, you can choose allow so that users will make back orders, but they won't be notified with regards to the back order. All is set here. Next, I go over to the top, and from here, I set a product image. So I click on set product image. I go over to upload files, select files, and this way I have my t-shirts, and this is the very product I'm adding. I select it, then I click on open. For SEO purposes, you can also make sure to enter the name of your product in the alt text fields, the caption fields, as well as the description fields. Then click on set product image, and it is right here. If you have different variations of the particular product, you can go ahead and add your product gallery right here. For this, I'll just leave it as single image. Going down, we choose a category for our product, and it's going to fall under t-shirts. Remember, we added our categories earlier. Next, we have product tags. With product tags, you can use it to further categorize your products, and it is also good for search engine optimization. So I'll enter t-shirts or any other tag that is related to the particular product you are adding. So maybe men's shirt. Perfect. Going down, everything else is set. We click on publish. Now the product is published. We can view the product by clicking on view product right here, open link in a new tab, and we have our product right here. And take note, we have 26% off as a result of the particular price we entered here. Perfect. So if you want to enter some exact percentage, you need to do the calculation so that you get the sale price. So here you see the name of your product, the cost, that is the original cost, and then the sale price. We have 85 of them in stock. Users can increase their quantities and add to cart. And right here we have the SKU, category, and then tax. Going down, we have our product description. So we have added our first product, and that's a simple product. If you are finding value so far from the video, please click on the like button. It does help me out, and I appreciate you. Alright, let's get back to the video. Next, let's go ahead and add a variable product. To do that, I go to the back end of my website. I can exit from here and here for now. Then I go over to products, click on add new, or better still, you can come over to new right here, then click on product. They will all take you to the same place. Right here, I enter the name of my product. I have the name here, and this way I enter my product description. I've already shown you how we can enter the product description and the shop description, so I'll just move fast on this one. Next, under product data, we drop down the arrow here. At the moment it is set to simple products, then we go ahead and choose variable products, and you see that the price option has gone off. The tax status is going to be taxable, and the class is going to be VAT. Next, we go over to attributes, and this way we enter the various attributes we want for this particular product. The first one I have is going to be size, and this way I enter the values. For this, I'm going to use small. Then I'll separate it with pipe character like this. The next one will be medium. I separate it with pipe character, and the final one will be large like this. I'll make sure visible on the product page, and then use for variations are selected. Then I click on save attributes, and now we have our size attributes. We can click on add new, to add our second attributes. This one will be color. The first color will be white, pipe character, black, pipe character, blue, pipe character, and then maybe red. Then I click on Save Attributes. And now we have our two attributes. Next, we go over to Variations. And this is where we generate variations for our product. So I click on Generate Variations, click on OK. And here we have all the variations. So for the first one, we have small white, small black, small blue, and small red. We also have medium white, medium black, medium blue, and medium red. And large will also go the same way. Now let's go ahead and add in prices for all these variations. So based on the attributes we've entered, we have 12 different variations. What I do from here is click on Expand. You can enter separate SKU for all the variations. I'll just leave this as empty for now. Going down, I'm going to enable stock management for the first one, that is small white. The price is going to be 20. I'm not going to enter a sale price, but you can enter it depending upon what you want. The quantity for the small white, I will enter 35. Going down, if you have other parameters like weight, dimensions, you can go ahead and enter them. Also, I make sure I choose a related image. So take note, the color is going to be white. So I click on the image here. What I can do, I have them here. I'll just select everything. Then I go ahead and drag them inside so that I don't have to add them one after the other. So I have white here, I select it. Then I click on Set Variation Image. Going down to small black. First of all, I select the image. I have black here. Set Image. And then the price is also going to be 20. Stock management, I enable it. And the quantity will be 25. Going down to small blue, I choose the image. I have blue here. Set Variation Image. I'll enable stock management. Maybe the blue color is high demand, so the price is going to be 39 Ghana cedis. And the quantity, I'll enter 10, so it's not plenty. Going down, next we choose the red color. Take note, we are still under small, so I click on Upload Image. And this is my red color, or whichever color is that. I enable stock management. Going down, the price will be 20 and quantity is going to be 100. So now we are done for the small size. The next size is going to be medium, and we start from white. So I choose the white image like this. I enable stock management, and the price for the medium is going to be 35. Quantity will be 12. Going down, the black color, I select it. Enable stock management. Price will be 35 and quantity is 24. So similarly, I'll do the same thing to the rest of the variations and get back to you. Alright, I've entered all the variations. Then I click on Save Changes. The changes is saved. Scrolling up, I come over to Product Image. From here, I can set any of the images as my featured image. I will select the white one. Then I click on Set Product Image. Going down, I can also add in the rest as my gallery. So I click on Add Product Gallery Images. I can just select the ones I want to add as my product gallery by holding down Ctrl key on the keyboard. Then I go ahead and click on all of them like this. Then I click on Add to Gallery. I can rearrange them by clicking and dragging like this. Perfect. Going down, is going to fall under T-shirts. I can add in some product tags like this. Men's shirts. Perfect. All is set. I click on Publish. Let's view the product, and this is how it will come up. Down here we have our different variations. You see that the white is being repeated. So what I can do is come right here. Because we have already added it here, we don't really need it from here. So I take it off, then I click on Update. Now if I go to the front end and refresh, you see that we now have one white. Awesome. So if users land here, My price start from 20 Ghana cedis to 55 Ghana cedis. Whatever price the user will get from here will depend upon the size and color they will be choosing. So if I drop down the arrow under size, then I choose, for instance, medium. I don't see any change here. But if I drop down the colors, then I choose blue. You see that the blue color appears and the price is 40 and I have 6 of them in stock. So if I go over to large, you see that the price is 55 for blue and I have 240 in stock. Maybe I want to choose black, and large black is 49 Ghana cedis and I have 20 in stock. So that's how we add our variable products. Now if I go to the home page, scrolling down, you see that I now have my 2 products I've added right here under featured products. If we scroll down to this section, you see our products right here. If I go over to products, that is the shop page, we have our products right there. Now if I open any of these products, because they are in the same category, for instance this, if I scroll down, you see that under related products, we have other products showing there, because these 2 products are being added under the same category. If I choose this one, I will now have the red one under related products. So that's it on how we add products onto our shop. What I'm going to do now is go ahead and pause the video and add the rest of the products I want to add on my shop. I would suggest you also go ahead and add the products you want to have on your shop. I'll do this pretty quick and get back to you. Alright, I've added all my products. If I go over to all products, you see the various products I've added and I have 12 of them. If I go to the front end of my website, going down, these are some of the products I have. And right here are some other products. If I go over to products page, you see all the products I have. Perfect. Now that we are done adding the products we want to add on our shop, let's go ahead and see how our orders will come up. So if I select these products, maybe the first one, I want to choose the medium size and the color, I want to pick blue. I want to increase the quantity to 2. Then I go ahead and click on add to cart, and you see that my cart has been updated. Upon hover, this is how it will open up. I can easily go ahead and view the cart, or I check out. First of all, I will view the cart, and this is how it will look like. From here, I'm entitled to free shipping simply because my shipping is set to Northern. Now I'm going to go ahead and change the address. Ghana is set, and then region, I enter Greater Accra. Then I click on update. And see that I will be paying 15 Ghana cedis for flat rate shipping simply because I am out of Northern region and I'm being set to Greater Accra. I proceed to checkout. I'll go ahead and enter in my billing details. Going up, this is my order summary. This is the product I've selected. Shipping is set to 15 Ghana cedis. VAT is set to 8 Ghana cedis, and that is 10% of the price of the item. Going down, I'm going to use cash on delivery. I agree to the terms and conditions. Then I go ahead and click on place order. Thank you, your order has been received. And these are all the parameters I've selected. As you can see, the size and then color is set. Now let me go ahead and check my email as an administrator or a client, because I'm using the same email. Right here, you see that I have 2 emails. So the first one is for the client. If I open it up, remember we added our logo as part of our order form. So this is where the logo will appear. Going down, these are the order summary. Perfect. Now if I go back, I'll choose the second one, which is for the administrator of the website. And this is how it will also look like. Apart from the order alerts, as an administrator, I can access all the orders at the back end of my WordPress website. So if I hover on the name of my website, then I go over to dashboard. Then I hover on WooCommerce, click on orders. I have the new order here. I'll just click on the name of the customer, and here I'll see all the parameters on my website. So this is the name of the product, the variations I've selected, and all the related features. And the order status is set to processing. So if the customer is able to pay upon delivery of the product, I can now come here and set it to completed. Then I go ahead and click on update the order. And with this, another email will be sent to the customer telling them that their order is being completed. So that's how you can fulfill orders on your shop. Now, if I go to my email, you see that I have a new message. Your t-shirts order is now complete. Thanks for shopping with us. We have finished processing your order and the features are here. Awesome. One last thing we want to do is go to the front end of our website. I'll open it in a new tab. Then I'll go ahead and click on edit with Elementor. Going back, I go over to products. Then I click on categories. So I'm going to go ahead and link the various categories we have on the home page to their respective categories here. So the first one I have is dress shirt. What I do is upon hover, I just right click on view. Then I click on copy link address. Come in here, that's dress shirts. I select it and this way I paste in the link. Going back, the next one is hoodies. I right click on view, copy link address. I have hoodies here. I just paste it in here and I'll do the same thing to t-shirts and polo shirts. Alright, I've entered all of them. Then I go ahead and publish. Let's view the changes. So if users land on the home page, they can go over to the various categories like this. As you can see, we have t-shirts. If I go back, I can click on dress shirts and I will be presented with dress shirts. Perfect. One last thing I want to show you is how you customize the footer and also add some social links. To do that, I click on customize. I can exit from here. Going down. Now, if I want to edit this text, I'll just hover and click on edit and I will be taken to the particular widget. From here, I select it and this way I change my contact information. I don't have fax, so I'll just take that off. And the phone number, I go ahead and enter in my actual phone number like this. The email, I can change it from here. And then finally the address. And I have it right here. To change this, I'll hover on it, then I click on edit, or I can just come here and click on widget area 2 and I'll be taken straight to where I can edit it. I click on them right here. What I'm going to do is I'll change the title from account to categories. And right here, I'll remove everything. And first of all, I make sure it is bulleted. And I'm going to go ahead and enter all my product categories. So the first one is t-shirts. Hit enter. Dress shirts. Hit enter. Hoodies. Hit enter. And then finally polo shirts. And I can set the various links just as I did for the home page. So t-shirts, I'll just right click, copy link address, come in here, I highlight it, I click on insert link, then I go ahead and paste, click on apply, and it is added. I go back again, dress shirts, I copy the link, come in here, highlight it, insert the link, paste, apply, and I'll do the same thing to the rest of them, and we are done. Similarly, I come over to useful links, just click on area widget 3, select it. I'm going to go ahead and remove all these except privacy policy and terms. So what I do is I just highlight what I don't want, then I take it off. Then I'll go ahead and set the actual links. So I go back to the back end, I go over to pages. So first I get privacy policy, just hover on view, right click, copy link, I highlight it, then I click on the edit icon, then I go ahead and paste, apply. Similarly, I do the same thing for terms and conditions. Edit, paste, apply. Remember I said earlier on I won't be tackling subscriptions. So now let's set our social icons. Just hover on it, then click on the blue icon here, or you can just click on the widget from here. If there's a particular social media account you want to add but it's not here, this way you can do that. For instance, if I want to add TikTok, I'll just click here, then I type in TikTok, I select it, then I click on the plus icon and it is added, and you see it right here. If there's a particular one you don't want to use, maybe YouTube, you just exit it from here like this. You can also choose to open links in a new tab, so that if users click on any of the icons, it will open in a new tab, so that users won't have to leave your website. Now let's go ahead and enter the actual links. To do that, I go back, then I go over to general. Under general, we have social network accounts. Click on it. Then the first one I want to enter is Facebook. I have Facebook here, so I'll just enter my own Facebook URL, https://facebook.com/ then I'll bring the name of my page, so I'll just say Dikupages web, something like that. And similarly, I do the same thing to the rest of the icons. All is set. I click on publish, then I can exit from here. And now we are done customizing our footer and also adding some social links. So if I click on the link right here, it will open in a new tab and take me to my Facebook page. Perfect. I exit from here and here as well. So that's it on how we create a stunning online store without having to write any single code. Alright, that's it on how you can create your very own e-commerce website using WordPress. And I hope you found value in today's video. If you did, kindly click on the like button, subscribe if you are not yet subscribed, and also enable the notification bell so that you don't miss my future videos. Now, if you want to learn how to create a car listing website using WordPress, stick around to watch this video on your screen right now. Keep watching and I'll see you inside.